Welcome back, everybody, to another edition of AFL Madden 19 Team Selection. And today we are going to give a team to Trav, one of the AFL originals. Trav actually played in the very first AFL Super Bowl. His Cincinnati Bengals lost to Ridge's San Francisco 49ers. He's been here since the beginning. He was on the very first ever AFL Blog Talk Radio episode. He's been a podcast contributor, and he is one of our core members. His personality is not for everybody. I like it. I think it's great, but he rubs some people the wrong way, clashes with some people, but I think he's really good for the league. He really stepped his activity up in Madden 18, and I'm excited to see who Trav is going to wind up with in Madden 19. Let's not put it off any further. Let's find out where Trav's going to wind up. Trav gets his New England Patriots, the number one team on his list. This is one of the better teams overall in Madden, but for years you've kind of wondered, okay, the guys on the field Madden-wise don't always match the overall, and this feels like one of those years to me. Gronk is obviously a beast, Tom Brady is a beast, but they lost Brandon Cooks, lost that deep threat, and now that role is going to go to Philip Dorsett, who just doesn't have anything in his arsenal similar to Brandon Cooks outside of the speed. I think the Patriots are nice. They lost Malcolm Butler, but I don't think they're great. Stokes, would you agree with that?
I would agree with that. In the biggest issue for the Patriots is their quarterback situation. Because there's no reason to think that Brady is going to survive too many seasons in Madden. Just even though he wants to play till he's 45 in real life, I don't think Madden is going to allow that. But with that being such an important position, that should be the priority for Trav as far as replacing Brady when he's gone. But you have some speed with Philip Dorsett, and in the players themselves, they're going to get overall bump because they're the Patriots because they're good. So that's great for them. But as far as a team goes, I would say they're good, but they don't jump off the page.
They have the rookie running back Sony Michel. I expect the way that Trav plays, he's going to get a lot of run this season. RVD, when you look at the Patriots in general, what jumps out to you?
Right off the bat, I like a couple of things there on the defense. Trey Flowers was a guy who I actually fell in love with back when he was like 70-something overall, and he's improved there in the game. Hightower, he's getting older, but he is still great there. Gilmore, McCourty there in the backfield. There's a few good things to look for there on that defense.
Yeah, I think they have both McCourties now, which Jason McCourty had a nice season last year when he was with the Browns last year. Got traded to the Patriots. Had the McCourty twins there. Magic, the Patriots, as much as I hate to say this about them, they have a plethora of uniform options, and I really don't hate any of them.
I like the dark blues. That's about it, though. When they do the old school helmet with the Patriot lineman who's about to hike it, I guess the center, some would say.
Yeah. Some might say.
If you want to go by the rules of football, I guess that is.
Listen, man, it's 2018. I don't want to just assume positions of anything.
2019? I thought it was 2018.
What did I say? Not important. I only like the dark blues, man. The reds, I think they're trying too hard. The aways are kind of dull. This could also just be pure Patriots hate, and the jerseys themselves might be fine. I might be biased.
Finally, Stokes, Trav to me is one of the more aggressive traders. He made some borderline head-scratching trades to a lot of guys last year, but he was trying to rebuild a really shitty Jets team, and I think he made some moves that ended up putting himself in position to get a guy like, I think, Todd Gurley at the time, which was just the foundation of his offense. Would you expect him as a Patriots fan to be loyal to guys like Gronk and even Brady if he has any trade value, or do you think Trav's going to go in and just everybody's for sale?
I think, well, for years, Trav was one of the people that didn't trade much at all, and then all of a sudden started making these shrewd trades. So with him having his favorite team, part of me says that he's going to go back to not trading, but another part of me thinks that he got that taste for, oh man, I made a good deal and I was able to get a good player here and there. So I think that itch is very difficult to avoid when it comes to trading, because there's always going to be these people like, hey, I've got this, I'm interested in that. And you're always, it's extremely difficult to fight that urge to make a trade.
Trav with the Patriots is going to be one of the more interesting storylines in AFL 19. Here's a guy that had to prove himself the last few Maddens just to get a spot in the league. Had to start off a couple years on the wait list. In Madden 18, he shined so bright, he moved his way all the way up the pecking order and finally got his team. But that's not the goal that Trav has in mind, in my opinion. We already talked about how he was in the very first AFL Super Bowl. I think he not only wanted the Patriots because they were his team, I think he wanted the Patriots because he believes he can win with this team. He's not a guy that a lot of people around here think of as a perennial Super Bowl contender, but that's not how he views himself. He's going to put the work in, he's going to reshape that roster, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is the year that we see Trav make a deep playoff run or two. And once you get in the playoffs, all it takes is a couple bounces to go your way, a little bit of luck, and you can be on that stage holding the trophy. We'll see what happens with Trav in AFL 19.